Hello everyone. So today I just wanted to sort of go over the Depth of Night relics. Because I really think it's like a really good idea to have in six for these. It's definitely something that I have been looking forward to in customization terms because Deep of Night itself doesn't really have much to offer besides that. You don't really get any rewards for climbing depths, which is um a bit unfortunate honestly. But let's get started. I think that what I'll show first is everything else besides the squish fems because I use the term squish fems for these characters now, such as Revenant and Recluse, the only three female characters in the game, because well, I'll show a clip of my raider getting one shot by a regular bell bearing in the depth of Deep of Night. I am literally getting one shot, bro. This isn't just me. How is this possible? I'm just not even a red. It's crazy. I just gotta play Guardian. There's no way I play anything else besides Guardian in this mode. Um, that is just insanity. Because imagining these characters in a way, Ritter has like the second highest HP, Guardian has the highest, and imagining these characters even with whatever you try to use to mitigate their weaknesses in the HP pool, imagining these characters fucking up compared to Raider is, I think, insanity for me. I feel like using these characters in Deep of Night is hurting yourself way more than you actually think it is, and especially in trios. I mean, solos are fine, duos are probably fine, borderline fine. Trios where you literally just have like the highest HP due to for bosses due to like the scaling, because that's just how it's always been from soft games. When you add different people, it ups the boss scaling of the HP, making them harder to kill, so that everybody can get a shot in. Um, I do not see these characters being that viable in Deep of Night at all. Besides solo, besides solo, I'm gonna say it again. Besides solo, because they just seem like they would just get one shot and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I playing so badly? It's not necessarily you playing badly, it's more like you will eventually get hit eventually due to human error. I don't see most people doing, no hit runs with these characters, so that's why I see more people playing like Wilder and I for this mode because they definitely do have more survivability. But I'll just showcase my builds for Deep Night. Um, I can give my rationale for some of them. So this one is just like a bleed one for Wilder. I'll try to keep it concise and simple. So basically, I'm getting a lot of bleed, same Evergale stuff. I have a lot of Evergales for most of these. Thankfully, I stocked up on a lot of those before the Deep Night mode. Um, this is really early on. I should preface it. This is really early on, although I like improv right now. This is really early on, so a lot of the Deep of Night ruins, I mean, sorry, relics, Deep of Night relics, they don't really, some of them may not be optimal right now. Like, if I find others that are really good and I replace them with these, it will be better. But for now, I'm just working with what I have that I feel like is best. So, yeah. So, like I said, this follows up with Bleed. It has starting armor and inflicts blood loss, right? And then it follows up with the Wilder use skill, as you can see. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. Um, I'll do the Guardian ones later. I'll just focus because I only did like so like if you look at this right now, my Wilder stuff is empty besides this one because it's very specific for. I'm not playing. I'm playing Guardian. Guardian is my main. Wilder used to be my second main, but I kind of don't play him as much anymore. But I think he still be kind of like my second main. So I have Guardian slots, for example, filled out, but just not for these other characters that I don't really play as much. So this one for I capitalizes on the poison aspect that came with the Deep Knight for his character skill, where it says character skill inflicts heavy poison damage on poison enemies right there. Um, and I just capitalize on that. The taking damage thing, I feel like I can just mitigate that by just using Iron Eye more passively. And the reduced strength and intelligence isn't really doing that much compared to just getting the physical attack up. This gives me, like, when I check the thing, it went from 30. If I take this off, it will be 30 for the bow. And if I put it back on, because physical attack up does affect the bow, it will give me up +3 in the damage. And of course, of course that's only level 1. So when I reach like level 15, it's gonna be way more because it's gonna scale with the physical attack up +4 from each level. It's gonna just because there's a whole table of how the stats would increase over time with each level. So that will help a lot more over time. The Raider one is this is a Raider one that I had already. It capitalizes on using the Endure. I have a video on this already as well. Me using just having a Raider run and how a Raider run should be done in Nightreign, especially the night mode. This one, I feel like I just put a lot of the things together that match. Improved Colossal Weapon Attack Power. That one, people barely use. It's very rare to get these relics. So I just added it on, and I had the lightning damage, and I added that on too. And you'll see that come to pass really, really well. Because what I have here also, this adds more survivability with the improved damage negation. And the funny thing is with that story with the Squish Fam characters is that I was using Raider with taking damage, boost damage negation. It had it in his weapons, in his passions. So like, and I still got one shot by a stray bell bearing hit. So imagine the characters with less HP. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be insane. But yeah. So here I also have where the lightning attack power up is gonna help from the starting armament to deals lightning damage, right? And other than that, all these just kind of help with survivability. It's like I said, it's an early build, so it's not really like the best things I can, but it's what I got from doing expeditions, you know. And I'm not a relic hacker, so I don't ever hack relics at all. I just go with what I have because I feel like it would take the fun out of the game if I relic hacked and obviously make me look like I'm literally relic hacking because especially some of these need their defects, like the reduced phase and stuff. They need that stuff. I don't even know if Deep Knight relic hacking is a thing. It probably will be later on if it's not already. But I know for sure people have hacked the main relics for sure. I'm never gonna do that. So yeah, I just disagree with that in general. The thing is, it just feels like a cheating practice for me, and I never want to even indulge in that. I feel like it's pretty unnecessary when I could just be creative like this. So this one, for Executor, I made it to kind of keep Executor's survivability in a really good spot. Because I find that the survivability with the character has been they don't have as much HP pool as some other characters, but they have a good amount, especially with the ult, that kind of mitigates that. So again, we have the Everjail Hoarfrost, so I can space things out very early on, so I don't have to rely on being close to the opponent just using katanas. So I have the Hoarfrost there to just space and just also still be providing help for my team. This is obviously something that I would just use for again survivability, increase maximum HP. And the roaring I feel like is very not optional at all. Like it's obligatory for Executor because on a lot of Executor I feel like some do run it. A lot of people do run it, but some don't. And this is just the best one I had for it. So it comes with the HP recovery from successful guard, blah 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 blah. And again, survivability, because that will also, I think it also, yeah, it does also heal Executor as well. So when Executor is roaring in its all form, it's going to heal him as well. So the bosses, and also just reviving and just keeping your team up, it's really, really good. That's always been known. For the relics, I again prioritized as much survivability as possible without having too many detriments. So slowly restore HP upon ability activation if I need that. And the other one is just getting my art gauge more, and then the guarding as well, just there. So down to the Guardian, which is a lot. That's why I left that for last. So I'm not gonna explain any of these because it would take way too long. I'll just showcase it. So here we go. Let's go from the first one, which is this one. So right here. Here. Next one. Here. Keep going with my clap. If you need to pause the video or anything, just feel free to pause it. I really just made this video for the showcase for the relics. I feel like I had pretty good ideas, especially with Guardian, because I know how he operates. So I feel like all these are kind of like viable in their own way. Because for me personally, obviously I would never opt for something unviable. It's just a matter of like how viable it is. Like if I opted for something unviable, I'd just be shooting myself in the foot. Literally. So that was that one. And also when I do these videos, besides giving help for anybody who might need it with this, or reference I should say, it's also for me helping me as in backing up anything. So like if I replace one by accident and I don't have to preset or something like that, I can just look back at this and then say, oh, I had it like this. Okay, like just a reference point for me as well. But that's the gist of it. I feel like all these Guardian ones are really good. I don't know which one I'll use specifically, but I feel like all of them are good in their own ways. And yeah, I think that's it for this. This is the longest because I actually took the time to explain this shit. Before I would just showcase it because it's just like its tree effects is kind of always self-explanatory. But I feel like the Deep of Night relics need more explaining because it's 6 instead of just 3. And you would have to explain a lot more depending on things so that people would understand it just on the surface rather than have to take a lot of time to like, oh, I see how this adds up to this strategy, etc., etc. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.